Hello, everyone. This is Marie Holiday, and welcome to another one of my live stream lectures. And before I get into today's very important lecture, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters, thank all of my subscribers, everyone for supporting my YouTube channel. And with that being said, let's get on down to today's very important lecture, which is part two. I'm doing a series of lectures. Probably do about maybe a couple of more. So to check out my part one, filing your income types, that I did yesterday, and today is filing your income types is part two. So check out that prior video. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's very important lecture. So first of all, before I get into sharing some tips in terms of what I filed for my expenses for 2024, I tell anybody, always use a certified public accountant to file your personal and business taxes. I have always aligned myself with a certified public accountant for the past 21 plus years to file my personal and business taxes. Although I'm retired and I retired from state government, I've always had my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center, simultaneously when I was in the workforce. So now, since I'm retired, I can focus more on generate income under my company. But I've always used a certified public accountant. And whatever money you spend to have that accountant to file your personal and business taxes, that money you spend will be a 100% business write-off. So one of the types of business expenses that I filed for 2024 is anytime I donate, anytime I do any type of donations, I turn that information in to my accountant with that what I donated, so he can write it off on my as an expense on my taxes. And I've been doing this for well over 21 plus years in terms of making sure I'm donating throughout the year, so I can write that off as an expense. Another powerful, and I always prepare my documents for my CPA. I'll put everything in a folder, all of the information in the folder with it labeled, organized strategically and laid out. And that's going to help reduce my bill because my accountant is not going to have to waste time trying to get everything in order and etc. The money I spent on my maintenance of my business website, I had got this information in the folder, which is a 100% business write-off. So I had that information in a folder for him. So that is a 100% business write-off. So if you are in business, I don't care if you're a content creator, you got your own small business, if you got a website, the money you spend to maintain that website and to update that website is a 100% business write-off. Boy, my allergies are killing me, excuse me. If the audience is aware, in 2024, November 2024, I did a guided tour to Rome, Italy in 2024. That was a phenomenal guided tour. And while I was over there, it was over 40 something people in that guided tour. Every year I go somewhere out of the country as a content creator and I do limited live footage. So the money I spent to travel for almost a 2-week guided tour in Rome, Italy, I did limited live footage as a content creator. So all of the money I spent on that guided tour was a 100% business write-off. And I made sure I had all of my information in the folder for my CPA. And you notice I said I did limited live footage because I didn't want my guided tour out of the country to be primarily focused on being a content creator. No, I at a certain point I deplug, and I enjoyed that experience, especially when we went to visit the 16th Chapel, the Vatican City, the Roman Colosseum, and all of the major landmarks within Rome, Italy, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You know, check out some of my video uploads in relation to my guided tour, not just to Rome and Italy, but also to Cairo, Egypt. But as a content creator, because my channel has been monetized for going on 3 years, and at the end of each year, YouTube sent us a 1099 as a content creator to reflect on how much money we made for the entire year. That 1099, in addition to any money I spent as a content creator, I turned that over to my certified public accountant for it to be a 100% business write-off. And I'm telling you, that makes a world of difference. So as I continue on my trajectory path to as long as God give me breath to continue to go see many of the 7 wonders of the world, I'm going to be able to write that off as a 100% business expense. Make no mistake. Another folder with expenses that I turned into my public accountant, certified public accountant, with all of the evidence is all of the money I spent on professional development was a 100% business write-off. And even though I'm retired, I still maintain my professional credentials. I'm a licensed clinical addiction expert. I'm clinical credential in 3 different states: the state of Georgia, the state of Virginia, and the state of North Carolina. So in order to maintain my credentials, people, in order to maintain my credential as an expert in the field of addiction, requires a CEU training, a renewal application, you know, and I'm credential at the national level. So I'm spending probably close to $1,000 a year to maintain my credential, to include professional liability insurance. So all the money I spend to maintain my professional credential, professional development, is a 100% business write-off, because I still make money under my professional license, although I'm retired, because folks contract with me on a contractual basis to do training, to do lectures on disease concept of addiction, relapse prevention, and etc. So you better believe I'm going to charge for those services, because I ain't trying to brag. You know, I'm well known in the field of addiction. I'm tier top of my game, people. So you're not going to get an expert in the field of addiction at my level for me to come out and provide some type of service, and you're going to get it for free. It don't work like that. So I say that to say all of the money I spend to maintain my professional credentials. I work 21 plus years in the field of addiction at multiple levels as a clinical supervisor, supervising other experts in the field prior to my retiring. So all of the money I spent to maintain those credentials on a yearly basis under professional development, you better believe I'm going to turn that information in to my public accountant as a 100% business write-off. My personal and business taxes are already done. I started getting all of my stuff ready to file December of 2024. I don't mess around. And it required me gathering a lot of information to prepare this for my certified public accountant so he could be able to do his magic. Another business expense that I wrote off, if you are in business, you gotta have a cell phone. So all of the money I spent on paying for my cell phone bill for the year 2024, I turned that over to my certified public accountant. That money was a 100% business write-off. Make no mistakes. So all of the money I spent to who I'm with, T-Mobile, is a 100% business write-off. So I turned that information in over to my certified public accountant. You know, I love doing these lectures every year about income taxes, because this topic is so important. You don't even have to be in business, because everybody got to file their personal taxes, And then if you're in business also, now you got personal taxes, business taxes, and I tell anybody, go ahead and pay the experts, someone who holds a credential as a certified public accountant. They have to maintain CEUs. They report to a board. They're going to have a software. They're going to stay abreast of all of the tax laws. Pay these experts to file your taxes. And also with the accountant I use, he gives me tips and strategies throughout the year if I have questions, or I can utilize his services throughout the year. And I've been doing this for over 21 years. And I'm telling you, I welcome any audit from the Internal Revenue Service. Be on this earth long enough, you will be audited by the Internal Revenue Service. I have no concern with that because my records are so excellent. On top of me, having all my stuff done by a certified public accountant, so that information is also in his database. I'm going to have working knowledge of it. Any shred of information that the Internal Revenue Service may need from me, you better believe I can retrieve it from my file, because my stuff is so organized in folders labeled strategically, dating back for years. I don't leave no stone unturned, people. And I love audits. I mean, whatever they ask me for, it can be a piece of paper dating back 10 years, I can pull it. It can be a piece of paper dating back 20 years, I can pull it. And that's power, people. Another folder I gave my accountant that was a 100% business write-off, my internet. In business, you gotta have internet. So all of the money I paid Spectrum for the year 2024 was a 100% business write-off that ended up being $884 for the entire year of 2024. So that was a 100% business write-off, and I turned this over to my accountant. My accountant really does love working with me, because he actually, because I'm so organized, he said, there are people in this world who would pay an organizer to come in and organize their paperwork. You can literally make so much money off just organizing files. And that's a good thought, but I'm really not interested because I'm too busy at the moment right now. So the next folder I gave my certified public accountant is all of the money I spent on Duke Energy to power my house, to power my home, that electrical bill that you get every month. So all of the money I spent for 2024 for electricity was a 100% business write-off. It was a grand total of $750 for the entire year to power my home, people. So that was a 100% business write-off. Another folder I gave my public accountant was the money I spent on homeowners insurance. Even if you don't have a home, if you got renter's insurance, homeowners insurance. So if you are doing any kind of business, whatever money you spend on homeowners insurance or renter's insurance if you're in business, is a 100% business write-off. And I'm telling you, I did, the outcome with my personal and business taxes, because I do everything ahead of time, it really does take it's a sigh of relief, because a lot of people await to the last minute, April the 15th, they ain't got nothing ready. They ain't got nothing done. All my stuff is done. Personal taxes are filed. Business taxes are filed. I'm impressed with the phenomenal job my accountant did, Mr. David Rodriguez. I'm going to use him again for the year of 2025 because I'm so impressed, and that'll make the third year that I've used him. Prior to him, I had the same certified public accountant for 17 years. So I'm telling you, pay the experts to file your personal and business taxes. So again, check out my lecture part 1 that I did yesterday, because I presented presented different information yesterday. Today is part 2 of new information. So if you want to find out about what expenses that I presented for part 1, you really do need to check out that video, because it may be some valuable information that you want to utilize if you are in business. If you even, I don't care if it's a side business, or door dashing, you a content creator, consultant, rather you have an office space somewhere, you're working out, or in an area of your home, give yourself credit as a businessman or woman, and write off these expenses, and make sure you check out that part 1, then share this information. This is filing your income types part 2. I'm gonna do filing your income types part 3 tomorrow at some time, and that should pretty much bring it to closure, because I would have presented all of my folders to the world. Don't forget to mark your calendar for March the 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna do another relational live stream lecture on how to develop a successful business goal. This is one lecture you do not want to miss. That's one of the primary services I provide under my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center, is folks who want to hire me to go into an executed contract to develop their strategic business plan. So mark your calendar, March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be ready to get down to business. That's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.